fear, persecution, terrorism. These are things we think of when we hear the word Muslim. There are 1.6 billion Muslims in the world today, and that number is only growing. At the current rate of population growth in these communities, Muslims will outnumber Christians by the year 2050, and 32,000 will die every day without the saving knowledge of Jesus Christ. Unfortunately, surveys show that 81% of Muslims support ISIS ideology and prove their hearts are hard to a love they have never known. There is no greater need today than getting the gospel into the world of Islam. And yet, only 1% of all Christian missionaries are involved in direct ministry among Muslims. Why is there such a lack of missionary response to the world's greatest need for the gospel? Islam has a great deal of hostility toward the gospel and to anyone who does not conform to their Islamic beliefs. But what if there was a way for the gospel to be preached to hundreds of millions of Muslims? What if there was a way in which future messages of sound doctrine and Christian growth could be aired to millions of Muslims' homes without the scrutiny of Islamic clerics and enforcers? What if there was a way to give a message of hope and love while coming into a personal relationship with Jesus Christ right in the heart of a Muslim-dominated territory? In 2006, we began to understand the possibility of using media to even reach the most unreached areas of the world. It was in that year that our partner, Christian Radio International, was able to build and air a Christian radio station in the city of Baghdad, Iraq. Even if 8 million Muslims were won to Christ every year, it would not be enough to counter the growing global threat of Islamic domination. The concept is simple. Gospel preaching programs, both for radio and television, are recorded, and the programs are then distributed for broadcast by CMI. An opportunity to air these sermons on Arabic satellite TV was presented to us in recent months. The Lord has allowed Samuel Thomas, a national pastor in the country of Egypt, to record these programs at our studios in Atlanta, Georgia. Even though only 1% of missionaries are going to this field, there are many nationals that are starting churches there today. If we can get the gospel through the air to these lands, then there are those on the ground that can help grow their faith. When considering the vast number of people that are in the Muslim faith, something more had to be done. Something dramatic, something revolutionary to modern missions. Christian Media International has already recorded and begun efforts to reach deep into the Muslim world using the tools of modern media to get the gospel to millions upon millions of Muslims who would never otherwise hear about the cross. Please pray with us that these messages will go over the air and into the hearts of millions of those without Christ.